Is it?
Oh, yes.
You are used to it and ready for them.
One indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. Biafra Restoration Project is on course. It remains sacrosanct. It is irreversible, and no amount of force can dampen nor quench the ingenuity and the resilience of the indomitable Biafran spirit.
Yes, my brother, we are back on Facebook again, and so we can continue. You are welcome. Thank you for your patience, and I would like you to introduce yourself to the people of Biafra as you make your contribution. Thank you for your patience once again. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. My name is Ejike Onyibe, calling from Vienna, Austria. I'm Biafra, Georgia. I want to really thank you for wonderful work you are doing for the people of Biafra, because you are doing a great work, a marvelous work, excellent work. I really don't know what to say. You are all in one, because you are giving us, the way you are doing it, just like exactly how it's supposed to be. Because what we are doing is like a book. A book has different chapters. So you give us this chapter by chapter, not giving us one chapter, So this is how it is. Even when you buy a newspaper has different articles in one. That one newspaper but different articles. So I really like what you are doing. Thank you, and keep it up. So coming to your today's topic, I really don't want to take so much of our time about today's topic, because it's an open topic that defines itself, So I will say that politics is an act of government. Then how do I bring it now closer to what we are doing? I will say that government is closely related to politics, just as the struggle for self-determination is political. So self-determination on its own is already political, whether we like it or not. Whether we go into political party or we don't go into political party, it is already political movement that we are into. So we can call it any name. About Chief Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. Ojukwu, 1982, Shehu Shagari granted him presidential pardon, and he came back to Nigeria. On returning from Ivory Coast in 1982, shortly after his return, Chief Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu joined full-blown Nigerian politics. In January 1983, he linked up with the ruling party, National Party of Nigeria, NPN, and sought a position in the Senate. In 1993, Chief Chukwuemeka Odimegwu Ojukwu declared his intention to run for the presidency, but was disqualified by General Badamasi Babangida. He was elected to the National Constitutional Conference of 1994 to 1995. Under General Abdulsalam Abubakar, Chief Odimegwu Ojukwu was among Nigerian leaders the government consulted to ensure H-free transition program. He joined People's Party, All People's Party, APP. Now, interesting, towards 2003 general elections, it was as a result of founding a political party to provide a platform for the political identity of the people of Igbo land. I use the word Igbo land here, that gave birth to All Progressive Grand Alliance, APOGA, in 2002. Now, Ojukwu was consulted registered in 2002. Then Ojukwu now was consulted and he joined the party in 2002 December. In order to make, so the people then now they presented Ojukwu now as the leader of the party because they need somebody that they will look onto as the symbol of the party. He was nominated 2 times as his presidential flag bearer. So now, why do I say this? I want us to understand that Ojukwu, after fighting the Biafran war, went on exile. He came back immediately on his return, because we can never say Biafra today without saying Ojukwu. So for us, the symbol of Biafra is Ojukwu. When we talk about Biafra, we talk about Ojukwu. That is why we respect him, we adore him, we give him all the he played active politics in Nigeria until his death. So this must be a lesson for all of us. Last week in Chidera's program, our sister Rita Anebogo, Dr. Joseph Abo on the show, and Dr. Joseph Abo talked to us. For me, it was a way of telling us the way to go. Because for our sister, who is the number 2 in our de facto customary government, bringing this person on radio, giving this person the opportunity to talk to us, we should take a lesson from there. Early this week, our leader of the customary government, Chief Asari Dokubo, he made a statement in Nigerian media where he was supporting Babangida's call for youth to take over Nigerian election. And he was in support of that. So this is telling us on the way forward. We have already the way forward. We don't have to be afraid to take what belongs to us. I want to tell us here now that Nigerian politics is like a child being kidnapped by Nigerians. And this child is looking for somebody to rescue him or her. And we are going to rescue our region. Why do I say this? Now they cannot try to disenfranchise Biafran people from politics. That is why we are afraid of it. Trying to disenfranchise us. Ask us not to get our people, you don't vote. When you ask people not to go to politics, when you ask people not to involve in Nigerian politics, then no matter whomever they elect in office, you don't have to talk about the person because you did not participate in the exercise. Now they cannot ask our people in the army to resign. He asks our people in the navy to resign. He asks our people in the to resign. Please, which type of Biafra are we looking for that we are going to disenfranchise our region in everything possible, knowing already that Nigeria has strangulated us because we lost war? There is no we take it away from us that we lost war. And when you lose a war, you know the consequences. And we are trying to bring ourselves together. Somebody is sitting somewhere asking us not to go into this because it is a wrong way to do it. We are living in a modern world. Self-determination, whether you call it a political party or you call it anywhere, there is no way you can separate these two things. It is not possible to separate. It is now the duty of our de facto customary government to tell us, to call all the pro-Biafran groups on a round table, decide on the way forward. Then they will now tell us on what is the way forward. The second aspect of it is individually. But Onyibe, I thank you so much for asking everybody to go for their PVC, because we must go for our PVC. We must go out and vote for our leaders. Anambra election is around the corner. It's around the corner. And the Anambra election is beginning of 2023 election. If we want to boycott 2023 election, it has to begin with Anambra election, because Anambra is beginning of 2023 election, because they don't have the same calendar. So there is no way we will go for Anambra election and not go for 2023 election. Yes, in Nina, they are calling for closed door, closed shop. But closed shop must not be only in Biafran land, because we are the people that takes everything more serious. While they are playing with us, closed shop has to be for everybody, from Middlebury down to the southern part of Nigeria, and not only in our zone, because finally they will go, they will take the presidential position, they will tell us that they are closing shop. At the end of the day, they will deceive us as usual. So we are not going to fall for their prank this time around. Thank you so much for this campaign you are doing, because we must go for this. And then why do I talk about Ojukwu and Apuga? Why did Apuga fail? Apuga failed because Apuga, they put everything they have on one man, Chief Chukwuemeka Odimegu Ojukwu, trying to position one man, just like IPOB position only Nnamdi Kanu. And we see now what is happening in IPOB, because it is only one man that matters, nothing. They position Ojukwu as the symbol, the founding fathers of, that was what led to the founding fathers of Apuga to become the king. And Ojukwu take over there. When Ojukwu died, Apuga can only boast of Anambra State. And now they are struggling in Anambra State. So, no matter in any movement, with 99% of the masses, without 1% of political elites, you are going to suffer in that movement. You can have 99% masses, yes, but you need, at least you need that 1% political elite. And that was what Africa did not have, because our political elites in that region, majority of them were in different parties, in different ruling parties. So that was why they positioned Ojukwu in that Apuga. And they used the masses, yes, to be winning Anambra State. And finally, they got Imo State. And when they got Imo State, the person they put here in the name of Roda Okorocha, he came as a second, and he deceived them and decamped. So we can really not say that we have tried it, because we tried it, but in a wrong way, by positioning one man. It, but I'm not saying that we should go political. It is the duty of the de facto customary government to tell us exactly what to do. But individually, it is the campaign that we must use this our freedom radio to tell our people that they must go and get their PVC. IPOB members, go and get your PVC. Go and vote. We have to dictate the people that are going to talk for us. Yes, Nigerian constitution doesn't favor anybody. It does not favor us, yes. But we are going to be playing it with this Nigerian constitution until it is being brought down. But as long as Nigeria is still using the same constitution, we are going to continue with this constitution. We cannot shy away from politics, because without politics, we are not going anywhere. Imagine referendum comes today. Who is going to represent us? Who is going to vote? It is this our political elite that are going to represent us there. But we have one, no, but we ask not to come closer to them. So who is deceiving who here? So we really must wake up. We are good in giving examples with America, with England, with America. They are the oldest constitution on earth. They have a foundation. We don't have foundation. England, they have a foundation. France, they have a foundation. All these people, they have gone through different things before they are where they are today. But we don't have a foundation. So how can many decades ago? So that is the way forward, my brothers and sisters. I don't want to take, I have taken enough time and I don't want to take more. Please and please, our PVC individually is very, very, very pivotal in this movement. As long as that our region is concerned, while we are waiting for the facto customary government to come out with a tangible way forward on this. Individually, everybody must go for this. And we are talking about people at home because they don't allow diaspora voters. Yes, people at home, go and get your PVC. Because I'm not going to get it right. Anybody that is outside Nigeria for more than 20 years, my brother, whether we like it or not, you don't belong to there anymore. Whether you like it or not. You are only in spirit there, but physically you are not there. It is those that are there. That is why when you talk about self-determination, you need settled population. Settled population is not somebody that is diaspora. So we have to tell ourselves the truth when we are in this movement, my brothers and sisters. So thank you, my brother, Onyibe. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I thank God for keeping your family, and I say good night from me here.
Thank you, Mazi AGK, for your own positive contribution. And of course, the people of Biafra must understand the lines are still open of being able to get the system up and running. Our brother has just shared his own view and advice to the people of Biafra. Because somewhere along the line, all we need is the right application. And of course, this program this evening gives you the opportunity, the privilege to have your say in our say. Do you think we should go for our PVC? Do you think we should get involved in Nigerian politics? Or we should just stay off the course of Nigerian politics and politicians and then we move on? What is your view on that? The lines are still open. Our WhatsApp line is 070-815-45642. 070-815-45642. And of course, our direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221. Things are going on, and we are not ignorant of those activities. If indeed we want Biafra to be restored, there are principles that should be deployed, pattern that must be initiated. And of course, we cannot open up everything here, but you can use wisdom, give your own suggestion, and then those who are responsible, the de facto customary government, will of course review your response, and then the people of Biafra can be properly indoctrinated, instructed on what to do, and whatever we choose to do as a people, we'll face the risk together. We'll bear the brunt together. We'll rejoice over the success together. Because if you fail to discuss these issues, there are people who are out there taking advantage of that loophole to sell us again. To sell us again. No more election, no more election, no more election. And then in the midst of no more election, somebody has just finished bargaining with us. Somebody has bargained with all of us. And then that is the end of it. It should not be that way. Yes, a caller on the line. Your name and where are you calling from? Caller on the line. Caller on the line.
My name is Uchenna. Okay.
Good evening from here. Where are you calling from, please?
Yes, good evening. I'm calling from Benue State, Masodi.
Go ahead, please.
All right, thank you very much, Joba Onyibe. I sincerely want to appreciate you for all your efforts, all the enlightenment you have been putting in place to see that our people are not being carried away or not doing things in a wrong way. I sincerely appreciate all of you, most especially the leader of the whom in his wide knowledge has come up with this wonderful idea on putting Biafrans right. I sincerely want to applaud tonight's topic, which has to do with politics. I want to believe that 99% of our existence here on earth is all about politics. And without politics, we go nowhere. Everything about our life is all about politics. A lot of things have been done haphazardly, but by the existence of this Biafran customary government, things will be corrected. And I want to also advise all our brothers from all over the Biafran land, the Ibibio, the Igbo, the Doma, the Ijos, let's key into this Biafran customary government that has been put in place, where everybody will speak his mind on the way forward, on how we can achieve this Biafra. Not one man's show, but where everybody's voice can be heard. I pray that God will continue to strengthen us and give us the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to understand exactly where we are going. Because I know we are going to somewhere. And by His grace, we will definitely get there, not minding the hurdles on the way. All the people who have been trying to bring down the movement of Biafran actualization down, God will never allow them to be there. And one day, by the grace of God, they shall one day repent and keep into the positive track way. And I also thank you once again for all your efforts. God bless you. And good night from here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for your positive contribution. And of course, you are over there in Benue. If it's possible, I will encourage you to see how you can gather our people, mobilize our people on that end, and let's see how we can be able to have our people a functional society. These were some of the things we had in mind to build. A functional society, a living society. The one that breathes and can talk, it's functional. And some of these things we neglect are those cells that makes it functional. There are so much controversial issue regarding getting involved in politics. Don't get involved in politics. We can't trust politicians. The government is this and that. And can we really pull through on this project, restoration project, by getting involved or by not getting involved? Should we go for a PVC? Should we disassociate ourselves completely from anything politics? Or, of course, the lines are open for you to call in and make your contribution. Some people will come and say, I think somewhere along the line we should get involved with politics. And then with such people, there is reason why they say so, and such reason cannot be given out in details on this platform. That is why we'll keep encouraging you. You must look for a way to contact the Biafra de facto customary government, or you contact issues need to be discussed. Matters need to be reviewed. And most of them, you are not even ready for the truth. Our people must understand. If we say no, let's not go close to these politicians. Let's not get involved. And then what do we do? By the reason of what is going on in Nigeria, many politicians, in fact, no agitator will even want to be there. But by the reason of what is obtainable, it looks like we are not going anywhere if we don't get involved. So what is your say in our say? The lines are still open. You're free to call in and make your contribution. There are people who like to call and ask questions. This is time for you to advise us from your extensive memory, extensive learning, knowledge. This is the time for you to say, let's get involved here. No, let's not get involved here. And then we begin to look at what role has our politicians played in this project for restoration of Biafra. If they have played anyone, how can we rate it? But if they have not been involved, they have not played any role whatsoever, what could the reason be? Somewhere along the line, we thought men on ground were formulating policies. We never knew we are just simply being stage managed. And now it is not going to be easy for anybody to stage manage the next generation of Biafra. And as such, we really need to begin to discuss it. So on a very good day, some of this program will be aired and you will understand. We actually ask, what is your stake? What is your take in this matter? And of course, two contributors on this program has given their heart out, and they have genuine reason for their decision. We have called on our people when time passed and say no election, no more election until the day of referendum is given. But a lot of things happen in that process. A lot of things happened. Did we actually make it? Did we benefit anything? Is it possible to build a stronger political front, forming a stronger political alliance from within the component members of the Biafran nation? Or do we do politics of appeasement as usual? Do we pretend we don't need politics, but whereas we know it's the shortest way for us to get what we want? The lines are open, and of course, in a few minutes from here, we will be winding down. What do we do about politics? Everything you are seeing, whether you call it Boko Haram, ESM, unknown gunmen, indiscriminate killing, sit at home and not sit at home, all these things is gearing towards 2023 presidential election. Of course, the testing ground is going to be in Anambra. So what do we do? Because sooner or later, some of our people will say, you know, say, they be politicians, they don't collect money, they don't do this one. So instead of us to go back like in Nandekano, collect money and then pretend as if we have nothing to do with them, let's tell ourselves the truth and do the right thing. And of course, the lines are still open, and I will join you shortly. I'll be back in a minute.
After this heavy rain, please let the sun rise.
Our lives are in danger, siblings and more that all day long we have been ruled by strangers. Give us Biafra. We are begging you, please.
There's nothing we can do without you. It's only you that will save my life.
Chico King and Biama, you are the one to give us Biafra. We pray.
Yes, sir. course, at this moment, I am joined by Mazi Obi, always online there for all of us. Can you hear me, sir?
I am here.
Good evening,
by
sir,
my
from
Reverend. Good afternoon from here. That I'm not a ghost. I am not using hidden name. And Obienu is Oba. Obidi Obienu is from Oba. Anyone that wants to validate that, they can go down to Oba. Oba is not a hidden town. You go down there and find out. Okay? We've lived to see that a lot of people whom we all started this journey have some surrogates name, and they're hiding under different names. As I made clear on broadcast today, this morning with my Thundermus Odogene, we have been able to unveil the woman they call Dr. Nelly Ofuebu, who has been writing petitions, who claims that she is IPOB recovery, access and recovery chairperson. And, I asked the other time, I asked a question about what does IPOB really have as far as the access and recovery? It's only them that are criminals that knows about recovery of assets and where they're hiding money. This same woman that is called Dr. Nelly Ofuebu, actually her name is Rita Ego Ibu somebody. We're still working on getting the true last name. She is the one that is popularly known around the IPO circles in the United States as Oyibo. Okay, so she is the one that is underground working. And for the IPOB Nandekano, IP Nandekano, whatever they call it, indigenous people of Nandekano, you should remember that in 2019, I believe, Nandekano, the Ebelima of our time, came on the radio to announce that a woman gave the indigenous people of for whatever reason, he did that. I questioned why he did that. Some of the people that work with me here question why is he doing this? Because there's no need announcing money on the air. If we have money to do what we have to do, you don't have to show it. Just like every of you have seen what he has done to the struggle. Everything is on the air. He exposed the young men who are willing to fight for this nation. Everything he does was on the air. He has no diplomatic relationship with anybody. He comes on the air, curses out the British, curses out the white men, curses out the black, spits on Africa. As a human being, everything black is an animal and we are not supposed to be in existence. He turns around and curses on Americans, including the African Americans here, berates everybody, turn around and talk about white people and praise them a little bit, and then turn around and say they are evil. It's always a roller coaster mood swing, I would say. Takes us from here up and down, up and down. And initially, we didn't quite understand what he was doing because we are bent on putting the family together for a common purpose. But today we can rightly see why he's doing all that he's doing. The woman, he announced publicly that he gave us 100,000. He didn't take a month. He came to the radio again to announce that monies, every account should be handed over to the women because all men are criminals. All men in the United States are criminals. And we swallowed that. And we never, little did we know that he was planning to have this woman control the funds so they can go about and invest their money as they wish to invest. And no wonder the woman talks about assets and recovery, because I believe they have been investing money here in the United States in properties. And time will tell. With time, we will know these things. So this is the same woman that is going about blackmailing people, kind of slandering people's names that they are criminals and everything. But then we just found out. We will follow up as time goes on. Every truth must lay to bear. And for you down in Biafra land that is still dying for criminal, and then they cannot understand that he is not fighting for Biafra. He has sold every effort that people have made, including this issue that is being raised here this evening. I remember in 2018, the monies that we spent to carry on with, they say, the referendum, we must conduct referendum. And that was from this another criminal that nobody, an unidentified person called China Samoru, that we don't know about. And he was able to swindle people. We tax ourselves, put every money in place for that referendum, which was not actual. But, the worst part of it is that they have their agents back in Biafra land, sending wrong information, going to primary schools and showing that they are voting for Biafra or Nigeria. Some of you may have seen all these videos and claiming what is not there. So some of you may not blame us for falling to that scam. But I did remember that I brought in the issue of if we really want to do a count, first of all, we should do a count via electronics. I suggested if we cannot buy a software for that, we can also use a manual kind of Excel document, because Excel can contain a lot of names. But that's not where I'm going with all these things. What I'm trying to bring to our minds today is concerning that issue that is going on, whether we are going into politics or not. And again, 2019, we all saw what happened after he disenfranchised Biafrans and asked them not to pick up their PVCs. Some of them actually died in that process of not getting their PVCs because they were out there in the public challenging other people not to take PVC. They were out there fighting other people not to take PVC with the intentions that this is going to bring about Biafra. However, at the tail end of it, this man, this criminal, did not consider none of these people. He did not consider the people that has died for that exercise. But he came on the air and lied. I believe he started lying by that the people he's working with. He just got a message right now that all our demands has been met and everything has been signed, sealed, and delivered. Everybody is aware of this, and then cancel the election boycott. their lives in that exercise. Okay? And today again, we are beginning with this issue of whether to play politics or not play politics. And this is where I have to come in, my reverend, because guess what? My own take is that freedom, it doesn't matter if it's freedom within Nigeria or freedom outside Nigeria. The freedom we're talking about is for the right of self-determination, for people to be able to exist, for people to be able to have access to what they need as human beings, to go to schools, have electricity, be employed, because all these things are contained in the inherent human rights as been adopted by has been adopted by the UN. The only reason we are not enjoying all these things are either that we are not humans or something is wrong somewhere. Okay, so that's the only reason. Because it does not matter how much or how we swing our decisions. The Biafra we're talking about is as a result of inequalities, bad stuff that is happening in our place. No roads, nothing. And then the point is that attention was shifted because all these times what we're doing is talk about the Fulanese. And yet we have people amongst us who we are giving monies. Some of them were giving monies to accomplish this task, and they didn't do nothing. They work with the Fulani, masters, not to do these things, to continue to suffer people. And that's why we're talking about Biafra. Then you begin to ask all these people that are in the Senate, in the federal reps and everything. And I know that every time, every 4 years, they come to play politics in Niger Bridge. Because that's what you're going to be hearing them talking that Buhari did for them. Yet, no Niger Bridge. It's just some kind of thing that they did. As a matter of fact, what I saw as a bridge was a kind of blockade that if in the future that they're thinking about Onitsha port, it's not going to happen because it's a flat out kind of nonsense, whatever concrete bridge they put together. These people never considered, they didn't take an idea from the existing one, okay? Because what I saw, if River Niger has to overflow or flood today, that water will be on top of that bridge. But yet, every 4 years, they come with Niger Bridge. Like I told you yesterday, it was heartbreaking to see this man who was speaking somewhere in Oka, talking about what Buhari has done for us. Okay, and these are the people that are the problem we are having because for whatever reason, their perception or perspective is quite different. Amidst the suffering, amidst the bad roads all over Biafra land, he still believed that the federal government had done so much for our people. Okay? Now, leave that alone. It's easy to talk about coming out and playing politics and doing all this. And then we're hearing people suggesting this. The key word to your suggestion is come out. This radio is not going to do anything for us. The radio is just to mobilize our people. It's just to get the message out there. We have been announcing numbers here. Okay, because our people say, instead your cow will run away, you call the tail. Even though I'm not interested in calling the tail because the tail is not going to be enough. Okay? It's not just suggesting election, joining politics, joining politics. That's not the issue. We expect people to volunteer because joining politics needs people to, even interface, as Dr. Kaido will always say. It needs people that understands that I'm not a politician by the several times, that I'm not a politician. So if that's what you like to do, if that's what you think we can do, the first step is to make yourself available because there are so many areas that you can serve. If you are enjoying what is being said on this radio, first and foremost, is to make yourself available and then get another person to be a part of this. I wouldn't appreciate a situation where our people are coming and telling us, oh, we must do this, we must do this. Because before you can even think about playing politics, that means you know about how to play these things. Okay, I just gave a little bit of a story how the politicians have been very disappointing to all of us, or the so-called politicians, I call them. And then the person that says, let's jump and choke Nigeria and get Biafra, also sold out. So the thing is, how is this going to happen? Because I can also argue on the part that regardless of what people talk about political process in different parts of the world where they got their freedom, or the people that are still pending, I can also tell them that I didn't hear any referendum in Israel before 1948 when their state was declared. The only problem we are having is that people that are in diaspora that would have come out and organize themselves first to work with people at home in synergy so we can get what we're looking for are so naive. Most of them, you will think that there are things that is upstairs and are still rooting for a clear-cut criminal. A clear-cut criminal. They are in diaspora rooting for a criminal. By the way, he's now in jail. But rather for them to plan and see what they can do, come together, make themselves available, they are organizing to go and do rally. They are planning, their plan of action is to go and do rally. Okay? We have done rally for how many years now? For how many years have we done rally? Okay, and counting. Now let me give people a simple mathematics here. Because in the United States here, I'm pretty sure that there are more than 200,000 Biafrans. I'm not one of those people that exaggerate the number. If 10,000 Biafrans can come out and know that they want what they're looking for, Nigeria will not get a rest. So all this issue about political process is more or less like people enough people to support what we're doing. That's why people are looking for easy way. But then if that's what they want, come out and make yourself available. And we will be supporting. Okay? So that's my take in all these things. I think if we all want what we're looking for, both, especially the ones in diaspora, need to understand this thing. It's not about Facebook. It's not about granting interview. And everybody is a journalist now. I don't know if they have a job. But everybody has automatically become a journalist because of the cheapness of an invention they don't even know about, green screen now. Because of green screen, anybody can sit up on a table and make and go on news. What even in Sudan, we can get in Afghanistan. And I said, I know he's breaking it down very well. I mean, where are we going to go with all this? Where is the media going to take us? Yeah, media is good, but the media is used to rally people around. I remember a few years ago, the youths, Egyptian youths, mobilized themselves just with Facebook. And they went back and overthrew Mubarak. If I'm not mistaken, the dictator that was there for a while. They mobilized themselves with Facebook. Here we are today. Tons of people are having Facebook. Okay, I don't even know how this is going to get us close to where we're going. But we are being patient enough. We are calling on our people to come out, make yourself available. That's the first thing you have to do. And then when we have meetings, then you can tell us what you can tell us in that meeting, not outside here. So that's my take on all this discussion. For me, I know that we need to be delivered. Our people are suffering. Unless you don't have a heart of a human being, look around people, especially the ones that don't have, people that cannot move around. They are suffering. And there's pain all over the land. And we have money. It's not like we don't have money. It's just that we have few people who are collecting this money, pocketing it, setting up confusion, while people are just making Facebook and talking. It's high time for us to make ourselves available, come together so we can pull off this nonsense. Dear friends, I will continue to encourage you to stay stable in all that you're doing. Tell yourself the truth. And more importantly, let us humble ourselves. That's the first thing. Once we do that, we can see that we are really in a deep ocean. And then we can begin to see how we can deliver ourselves. My Reverend, I just want to thank you for what you're doing for us and encouraging you to continue. This is what I'm talking about. Segments upon segments so that we can have a discussion. Do you see that nobody is calling you today to discuss this issue? Most of them are not calling because they don't have nothing to give. But if you had started with Econ, then you see them coming to ask questions. But I encourage you, my friend. May God bless you and all. What do you say, my brother?
I say it's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. It's in car, carry go, but they are not calling you to ask questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
They were, sir. Mm-hmm. And of course, can you hear me? Caller on the line. Caller on the line. Go ahead and good evening from here.
Good evening, Doctor. May Chukwu Kikavema bless you and bless everyone. This is Ada Biafra. I want to thank you for this radio that you are always here to expose everything exposable. I was listening to you. It's just because everything you were talking about today is all about the government and how we will move forward. I said, yes, this is how things are supposed to be done. So that even those who do not go to anywhere, who do not know anything, could be able to learn and know the right thing to be done. But the other side is not the same thing. But I thank you for all this exposition, and I just want to encourage you, and I want to tell you something. that you should not stop exposing Nnamdi Kanu until the day you will hear a call from someone who will be on this radio telling you that they want to kill themselves because of the shame they have gotten from Nnamdi Kanu. Without that kind of call, you will not stop exposing Nnamdi Kanu, because I hear so many people calling on this your broadcast some days ago, telling you to focus, do this, we know, just continue. Yes, this government is very nice, and that is why we are here and we go nowhere. That's why we are here to restore Biafra. Because in the other platform, it's not Biafra they are fighting for. See them now, they are fighting for the blood money. The blood money that we paid, the money that we use our blood to pay. They are fighting for it. That's the only thing they know how to do. They are not fighting for Biafra. They are not fighting for anything. They are just fighting for the blood money, which their head will go down for it. Let Simon Ekpa just take care, because very soon he will go and join with Ekperima for DSS custody to answer what they have done with the blood money. You know, if you reach there, they will not ask you if you eat the blood money. No, they will be talking another thing. But within them, they will know that this is the blood money. This money is the reason why they are there. As a Perima is there, you will be remembering, say, this is the blood money. It's because I tell Nigerian people, Nigerian army, Nigerian police, where these children, that only their hope is on Biafra. Their hope is nothing elsewhere but on Biafra. Because of that thing, you not know why he was carried there. To them, they will be talking another thing. But to him, he will know that it's because of the blood of the Biafrans and Igbos that he shared for nothing. That is why he wanted to become God. He wants to share everybody's blood so that he can become the most powerful man on earth. I was hearing you when you were saying whether God called him. God always call a man. Whether the man you just walked with God 1 hour and started walking on his own. Yes, it's always like that. God called him. He called him, he asked him to go and set the children of Biafra free. But I don't think he even worked with that God that called him for like a day. He deviated and started doing his own, because he feel that all those men that surround him, that it was his power. You know, if you remember that it's not his power, that those men from everywhere see you from Orogodo, from there, you find him, you join, don't put your car from before, find him, join, was pushing him, every other person, Miracle Hellfire, Chukumadike, where will I count? Omio, all those people. He thought he was his power, that those men rise up to follow him. He thought it was in his power. That's why he was shaking, like doing like he will become God. Yes, he can turn around and see the other ones, all those ones that are deceiving him too, and all yes, he has everything. You don't know that it was not his power, neither his might, but by God sending those men to come and do the work with him. Instead of him to stay fast, he deviated and started to do his own job, until God handed him over again to the Philistines. The only thing you hear is either he killed himself or the Egyptians or the Philistines or what, the enemy killed him. He might choose which one is best for him. Anyway, I want to tell his bingos and all those animals that he from chance that have in life, if they can't pray for themselves to be delivered, let them go and continue. Any day they come out to come and do releasing and they can, that day all of them will be cleared, as they will be cleared like grass where people are cutting grass. That's how they will kill them. So let them go and deliver themselves. Nobody will deliver them. And again, I want to tell you that God has vindicated you once again. The Lord who said that he will never allow you to be shamed has vindicated you. Don't you see now that they have told Darlington that they are not the ones that told him to go and do broadcast against one of their gangsters. This one gangster went and do broadcast against another gangster. That they're not the ones that sent him. That their experiment leader is not the one that sent him. So that means that all this while he was doing it as he the hot, that Onyibe is doing this, that Onyibe is that, Ichemefo is this, Ichemefo is that. So all this while he was doing that, this is a pure evidence that it was not the Canada that sent him to do that thing. Because if he's not, if he as he claims that this media that he used to broadcast and do all those things, that it was his power that nobody sent him, because that's what they were using to cover up then. That you should shut up. That after all, Nnamdi never called your name on radio. Okay, but now you will know that because of this suspension now, it shows that yes, it was true that it was Nnamdi that sent Darlington to be doing all those broadcasts and talking evil about you and the Uchemefo. You see, I told them, if not that they did not send him to do this one, they would have supported him. Just because this one, on his own, he remembered to do it. Before he was saying that it was on his own that he was exposing all of you, that he was exposing all of you. But now everybody have known now that it was Nnamdi that sent him to do those evil, to castigate his own brother that did nothing to him. You see, God is vindicating everybody. I told them at the beginning on this radio, if they can go from the beginning that he started broadcasting in January 2020, let them go back to there. I told them that Uchemefo have caused all of you because he was angry. He has just went on and he confirmed it the other day that he laid a curse on IPAB. I told them that Dopa Uchoka from Mefo have caused all of you. He has touched you because you people are so much evil. He has caused you. You see, all these shenanigans, I don't know. And now all the people that they are paying now. And the reason now they have joined the family business now to support them. Because if they continue to castigate Nene, one day Nene will open her mouth and be counting them. This one, you are paying you this. This one, you are paying you this such amount monthly. This one. That one would have been better. I thought they would prolong this thing so that Nene will come out and tell them how much they are paying all these people. Then they will know that HMF own is a small case compare how much they are paying all these people that are yapping on the radio. I thought it would prolong. They just went and started doing all this shenanigans. Anyway, all the way they do it is working for our own good. One day they will cause Nene to open mouth and tell them how much she is paying herself, how much she is paying every one of them. Then all the Biafrans, all those man, they will know how things are going. I've told you on this platform that some people will hang themselves too. But I'm praying for them not to hang themselves. I'm even testing some and said, this shame will go shame you now. Don't go and hang yourself. Just be alive so that you can see everything that is going on. So that you can see everything. And be grateful to God for delivering you. That's what I'm telling them. Nothing more. Be alive, don't die. Because some will not bear the shame that they will face with their brothers. They have castigated their neighbors. They have threatened their... Even some now are having problems with their neighbors because they threaten their neighbors that they will kill them because of Nnamdi Kanu, not even because of Biafra. They will kill them because of Nnamdi Kanu. Now shame have carried all of them. Eh? Today they don't know whom to follow. Tomorrow they don't know whether na lawyer to follow. Today they don't know whether na DOS to follow. Tomorrow they don't know whether na the kind of family to follow. This is their confusion. I've told them, driving a car without thinking. If you push and push, in fact you can't even push it up to a day. You will become tired and weary and nothing will happen. You will just dump the car there. Or you call Mbuka people to come and scatter the car. That's the end. One day they said that their experiment will broadcast from DSS dungeon. Let me hear somebody who is in DSS be broadcasting. Broadcasting waiting or what? Maybe they will form his voice and give it to their brother. Maybe their brother will say something. And that's all. Because they are claiming they saw him. They didn't see anybody. Nobody. They are just making mouth. They are just talking. Thank you, Doctor. Make it through what keep you and bless you. And bless all Biafra Nation Alliance family. Biafra watchmen. We go nowhere. We die here. Nothing will happen. I told them, nothing. They think that it's everybody that they will push around and things will be better for them. Don't they see the man they push around now? You and the man telephone. Don't they see that they push you people around now and things changed for them? Where things good, okay for them since they pushed all two of you out. And our daddy in the Lord, Obido Bienu, and Dr. Kado, all the rest of all these people that are holding them, trying to from inside to give them Sunday school brought up. They refuse and be doing shagan. Now They should go to Nigeria and do it now. I like the way they do. If Simon Ekpa like, let him not run now because very soon you are conky and Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you, Ada Biafra. And of course, we will continue to expose evil. But then this evening, the idea is, do we get involved in politics? What is the relationship with this restoration project? And then the politicians? What are we supposed to do regarding the government? Are we supposed to be part of this government or ignore them, disassociate from them? Have your say in our say. Some people will soon begin to tell you there will be no election, no more election. These people are criminal. Using you as a bargaining chips. You give us your sincere opinion, and then at the end of the day, if the people of Biafra decide to come out anonymously, agree and say, let's get involved in this, let's see how it goes. And then at that moment, we will know that there are modalities to be put in place. We get ready. But if we are not getting involved, we call them a bluff. But then let the more superior argument take the lead. Because these are the areas by which they use you to change. You can see some of the drama they are putting up in IPOB. I just tell you the truth. Nnamdi Kanu is the one who is setting all of them up. This will make you understand that Nnamdi Kanu was the one recruiting people to attack people. Where are Faith Ogala? Why are they not attacking Judge Onyibe as he dey hot? Now our own as he dey pepper. It's just that we don't use Ghana pepper or Kemelu. Our own is Chinese, China pepper, Ghana, Japan pepper. And you will dance to it. It may look as if it doesn't have anything to do to it for you, but a lot depends on this discussion tonight. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
You're welcome, my brother. Go ahead, the word is listening.
Okay. Thank you once again, and thank you for job well done. Thank you for your time you bring out to let your people know the good thing and the way good forward to go. I really thank you, and I appreciate. I will give you my support to the ending. So my talk with your topic today: can we involve in politics or can we not involve in politics? Yes. When you do something, you will have. When you are doing something without roadmap, without any strategies, it means you don't know what you are doing. This Biafran struggle, since Dr. Raf was weekend, started it in 1999. So then he said it openly that the way he made a mistake in this struggle was the day that he stopped Biafrans from participating in this census that Obasanjo do 2003 census, either 2003 or 2002 census. So he said that is the mistake, and after then, people called him with this is what he said, one of his talk. So people called him, and there's some evil, strong elders called him, told him that he did that what he did is very, very bad. Then after them clear him on that, he now lay down and they beg all the elders and they hear what they say. So the issue is that we will be looking for Biafra, like we that is fighting for Biafra. We will not give Nigerians a space to our land. We will not give them a space to our land. Is that we must make sure that we participate in everything that we are doing in Nigeria until we get our total freedom. So that means we will involve in politics. We will involve in politics. We will involve in politics. It did not mean that the judge or even will go and contest governor or contest Senate. No. If Judge Onyibe is fighting for Biafra, what Judge Onyibe will do is to give support for who want to be the governor or for he who want to be the Senate, so that the person will go to that Senate and tell the Senate people his problem and the problem of his own people. Because if you go to the Senate house, you will see Hausa people bringing the issue about Islamic State in the Senate house. Hausa people are not quarreling him. Talking about independent Islamic State, they never fought any of them. So if we have such people, if we can create politics where them will be serving us the way we like, I think this Biafran matter would have gone more higher than as it is now. So we will involve in politics. We will involve in politics. So when you see the reason why Nnamdi Kanu get opportunity to brainwash our people very well is because of the campaign Chief Dr. Rafu Wazirike do 2011 with the Masob in favor of Jonathan. That is where Nnamdi Kanu because there is a something we need from them. There is something we need from the politics. So if you watch what Chief Dr. Rafu was said, it's because we're supposed to involve in politics. That is why him Owazirike took Apuga tickets without anybody contest against it, give it to Rochas Okrocha. But along the line, he said that he has a disappointment from Rochas Okrocha. He never knew that everything that Rochas Okrocha promised him, that he will fail all of them before he gave him ticket. So we must involve in politics. That is because I follow the Owazirike is not today. I am in the Biafran struggle is not today, and I dey active. I follow the Owazirike when he go to prison. I am with him when he come out from prison. So this thing I am talking now, I am not talking it because I don't know. I said it because I know about it. So what we do, we will involve in politics, not that we are in politics. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. We will have any concern with the politicians, but we involved in politics. So let's talk. I will still tell our people again. They should not follow who, not that they following somebody as a zombie who don't have roadmap. Nnamdi Kanu, he did not have roadmap to Biafra. He never bring any map. The only thing he do is copy and paste. Everything that Owazirike said, he will come on air lie that he is the one who said it. When Owazirike said that when Biafra will be coming and the people will rise, claim to be the leader, some people will call themselves many names. That is what Nnamdi Kanu come on air, lie to them when Biafra will be coming, people will be dragging power, and when the thing that happen, they will see that Nnamdi Kanu said this thing before, he said this thing before, this is what, no. Nnamdi Kanu did not have any roadmap about Biafra. First of all, Nnamdi Kanu have never been in government before. Nnamdi Kanu never know anything about government. Nnamdi Kanu did not go to school. He did not go to school to know anything about government. Owazirike was the somebody who go and read about government. He has a degree as a politician. He has a degree as a politician. He joined Nigerian politician. He become the Eastern campaign manager during Olusegun Obasanjo. He is Obasanjo campaign manager to the Eastern Nigeria there. Then Obasanjo won. Then he now have opportunity to do what he's supposed to do. So he has his roadmap, which is he is directing us. So according to Chief Owazirike, he said that campaigning with Jonathan was advice given to him in Ojukwu house. It was a meeting between Jonathan, Ojukwu, and him himself. After the meeting, then Ojukwu commanded him that he is the one that will campaign for Jonathan. So before he did that campaign for Jonathan. But some people don't know all these things. Nnamdi Kanu accused him of this. Then he still come out to tell Biafrans that he never campaigned for Jonathan because he took a bribe from Nigeria. He campaigned for Jonathan because of the advice of Ojukwu, how they met and what the reason why he did that. But by then, Nnamdi Kanu used media and they cover all these truths. Nnamdi Kanu used media and they cover all these truths. He will be called, in way you call, he will not let you to answer the call. He will be forcing you to accept that is it true or lie that Owazirike campaigned for Jonathan. What he said, is it true or lie? Now, the same Nnamdi Kanu are the person who come out to use his mouth to campaign for Nnamdi Kanu. He did not campaign for South person. He did not campaign for Southeast people, but he campaigned to the man he called Janjaweed, Hausa Fulani. He campaigned for Janjaweed, Hausa Fulani. So for we to ask ourselves, which roadmap did Nnamdi Kanu have in this restoration of Biafra? So he don't have roadmap. So we involve in politics, not that we are a politician. So we will try to vote in who we have our interest and who will support us in what we are doing. So this is the reason, because Nigeria will not lose any of their space for us. Nigeria will never leave any single space for us. So we never leave our own space for them. So if we allow Nigerians to come and they pick up somebody and they put him governor or senate, it means they will be controlling that person. They will be controlling that person. So if you see what is going on in Imo State, now you will use it to know. They brought soldiers everywhere in Imo State. Those soldiers, they are not working with any instruction. They went and they bombed many places they like. Any place they like, they will go and burn it. They will call it unknown government. Any place they like, they will go and burn it. Unknown government, they are working through. They will go and destroy. So, because there is many evidence, many houses that they burn today in Imo State. Many of them are, if you divide it half plus na soldier burn them, then other ones na unknown government through burn them. So this is what we see when we put who is not in our own interest. So that is the reason we were involved in politics and we are not politicians. So next thing to my people is I want to give advice to IPOB. I want to give advice to IPOB. Please, all the IPOB bingos, let them reason, let them think, let them reason. Because Nnamdi Kanu was in prison, that is why he was calling and telling IPOB to stop insulting. While their program, the program of IPOB is all about insult, who they will insult. But today, they are not talking about insult again. They are retrieving themselves from their original name of IPOB insulting IPOB indigenous people of insulting people. They want to remove that insult from their name, and they now become people dialogue. People are listening to their elder. But before then, Nnamdi Kanu was the person who stayed in Germany. I see that video, I watch it. Mastermind that anybody, whether you're a senator or house representative, that if they find you in any foreign country, that they will deal with you. Now, he was begging them now that they should stop it. And all the bingos, then don't know, then don't ask questions. I still repeat, I say I will be repeating this word. What did Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya? They know they ask. And why Nnamdi Kanu was arrested and nobody knows that he was arrested, and his Twitter is still talking, tweeting the same, tweeting every day by day. And why did the IPOB intelligent Cambodia information hacker and America intelligent international information givers never tell them who or Nnamdi Kanu Twitter. And now, IPOB till today, IPOB, I don't know if they're blind or they know they see. I don't know if they're blind. The same more powerful that the video is viral, Kanu, which is the video is very clear, which Alain Oyama told them that Emmanuel Kanu went to Abuja to negotiate one Nigeria on behalf of IPOB. The video is here, very evidence. I don't know, because of you are not showing this thing. One day you just put it in your background like this and be preaching. For them, those fools that is making argument Let them come and see that Emmanuel Okalo are the one negotiating one Nigeria on behalf of IPOB. The same Emmanuel Okalo is the one again who come to tell them that he is a unforbiddable IPOB. He is the unforbiddable IPOB. And these people know the act to say, we have what do they call him? IPOB publicity secretary. This IPOB publicity secretary are the one talking in everything about IPOB. Who is this IPOB publicity secretary? Who does see him? He said that he is one of the wise men in South Africa or a mother's womb. I don't know how wise he is. So Ikengu can be wise and at his age or at this point of time, he don't know publicity secretary of IPOB. And that publicity secretary of IPOB is now giving them order because Emmanuel Okalo have tried to come and to show power that he will control IPOB, which he see that some members are very against it, that how can Nnamdi Kanu be in prison, and they tell him brother to come and they commanding them. So is this a family business true? Then they see it, then they now go hide inside the media, a more powerful media, to be controlling them. Let IPOB ask Nnamdi Kanu and the gangsters who is a more powerful, the publicity secretary. Let that the publicity secretary come in of Nnamdi Kanu TV or Nnamdi Kanu social media platform property to talk. Let them hear his voice. Let them confirm that he is a more powerful Nnamdi Kanu. These people should stop deceiving people. These people should stop fooling themselves. Today, I see Ikendu Udagu, who was quarreling with Simon Ekpa. And they don't know that Simon Ekpa is a wise man. Simon Ekpa don't make it clear that he never belonged to IPOB. And he will not be IPOB, but he will support Biafra through Onyibe. Look at how he used his criminal dimension. He is not IPOB. And he will not join IPOB, but he must make sure that he supports Onyibe, the God sent Nnamdi Kanu. He will give him every support. Why? Which support are you giving him where you did not belong to IPOB? Because he knows that the IPOB is not a good organization. If Simon Ekpa, the criminal, will be bringing gun, showing them in social media that they should be ready, why can't he join the IPOB so that he will be involved in this his gun that he's showing them? He come on air to tell them that he will not join IPOB, but he will be using IPOB to be making money. Then people will go to his platform. He will be talking rubbish. They will be, hey, it be God where they send you. It be God where they send you. Then if they make money, he will tell them, go and subscribe to YouTube. I have a very important brainwash. I will brainwash you people tomorrow. Because these people don't know that Simon Ekpa he sleep and they calculate another side of brainwashing. We brainwash them. Why I am mentioning this that he always come on air to clarify his foolishness as a wiseness. Then Omote Biafra. I'm sorry for that girl. Oh. She talk reasonable talk at the end and it become the highest movie. She talk reasonable talk at the end it become the highest movie. She know that how can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be in prison? How can he give command through his brother while there is DOS? But at the same time, if them will be obeying command and the control, then she will accept it. But to her, she don't like that thing where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do to be in prison and they give command through his brother. So it means she is a fool. She is a fool. She is a wise, foolish girl. Wise, foolish girl. She can't reason. And somebody they reason for her. After reasoning, she become a fool. Jota, thank you today. I try. I take your time today. For let me listen to others. Let my message go viral. People they share. Let them share. Make this message to Holland. If there is two criminals in Holland, two criminals calling themselves IPOP bingos. The one that give federal government 24 hours, while today is more than a month plus, and is going how many months now. The one that give them order that any keke that come outside should be wiped out. That criminal, let this message go to him. Let him come back home. They were waiting for him. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And of course, we are inching closer to the end of this program. The truth cannot be overemphasized. Anybody planning any game, we are waiting. We are observing. And of course, we are working very hard to make sure that this restoration project is brought to a conclusive end. Any moment from now, you begin to see press communique. You begin to see declare, they deceive you. No election, no this one, no do this one. You are just a bargaining chip. And of course, I do not expect every one of you to understand. Indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu, very myopic in reasoning. Just how many weeks in the absence of the real criminal genius Nnamdi Kanu, everything is turning apart already. And now most of you should go back and begin to understand what which Mass for stood against for how many years. I do not know what Nnamdi Kanu is going to benefit by character assassinating everybody, by criminalizing everybody, including the project. I don't understand. The people of Abari Beku must stand DNA test in Nnamdi Kanu, first of all. But we will get to the bottom of this matter. They are going to play politics with you. They are going to sell you off. They will bamboozle you. And you will fall for them because you love Biafra. Am I asking you to reduce your love for Biafra? My dear, let it make us go mad. But then, this is the time for us to apply wisdom, caution, and strategically fight this war. This is war for God's sake. If we are building a political front, it must be done strategically. If we have any plan to initiate, the component member involved must be carried along. Numerically, we have all it takes to get anything we want, even in this Nigerian state. But we are not organized. As we were trying to look into what is going to come in a few years and months from now, the real political juggernaut, they are bargaining with your destiny. You need to see China Samuru them, Bill Atiku, You need to sit down the Kano, threaten P2B, how much they are going to collect. You need to see all the money he collect from behind. But of course, I will stop here tonight. And tomorrow we'll continue because so much is at stake and there's so much to discuss. Those of you who were able to call in to make your own contribution tonight, I honestly appreciate you. And those of you who have been threatened into submission, not to near Biafra Nation Alliance or the de facto customary government, my brother, the first thing we did was to break the prison of fear. Don't allow anybody to fish you into another. Don't. We are here to protect the overall interest of the Biafran people. We are here to make sure nobody will sell the next generation of Biafra. We are here to do all that is within our power to do as a people to ensure that in the end we are allowed to be the author of our destiny. And of course, this having been said, what do we do? I will simply say good night from here, and God be with all of us. I encourage every member of the indigenous people of Biafra, not Nnamdi Kanu, we have indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. We must remain focused. We must remain vigilant. We must remain observant because a lot of things is taking place already. A lot of things is going to happen very soon, and we must make sure that we are ready for what is to come. Ndewono. Thank you.